Hello, welcome back to Dragon Warrior Monsters. Here with a new group of people. A fantastic group of people. TieTuesday, KillerEmcee, FutureFriend, and SkippyGranola.
Hello.
I'm still gay.
I'm SkippyGranola. How are you?
I thought you quit!
Well, I'm
Whoa!
an asshole.
Fucking
What?
shit.
Oh.
So, it's worth pointing out right from the start here that, you'll notice there's no game audio in this. And that's because when I was recording this video, for some reason the audio got corrupted or something.
Oh no.
And so instead I have taken an old CD from my old college's jazz combo. And we're going to listen to some really bad original jazz songs by 19 or 20-year-olds.
I'm not hearing anything.
You have to turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, we're at the bottom of the well right now. We've got a bone slave with us.
I beg your pardon.
Bone slave?
Bone slave. You saw a sketch bone slave, I think, in the last video.
What are you doing with my ex-wife, you son of a bitch?
Don't remember anything that happened to us.
Did you name him Bone Slave, or is that
No,
default?
the official name of the monster is Bone Slave.
I bet
And he knows Bolt Slash,
Can I
so
have
we gave
your
him...
bone?
Yes.
No,
And
he's your
in-
slave, you can just take his bone.
In return, he's going to give us his old lady assistant for
What?
giving us our bone slave.
I think we're literal slave traders
We've
now.
already established this game is fucked up. We're just learning how more fucked up it can get every single time. So we're gonna pick back up our usual monster team as soon as I can find Smite.
Smite, where are you?
Alright, we found him.
Yeah.
Which one's Smite? Is he the ball
Smite is
sack with the noodles, or...?
If that's what you want to call him, yes, that's exactly what he
Ball sack
Oh!
with the noodles.
They're elephant ears! I'm sorry,
No, they're
Smite.
wings!
Okay, now you've lost me. That's fucked up.
It's a wing slime.
Is it? Because it looks like it's walking on noodly little arms and flapping its ears and looking
It
just
might
super
be.
stoked to be here.
Alright, well, anyway, his experiment's fucked up.
Well, anyway.
And Bone Slave is dead.
What? Already?
Bone Slave exploded along with the cauldron, and we get a free traveler's gate out of it.
Wow, and we don't even get a human slave.
Wow,
We
that's,
don't.
That's really grim.
Do you really want the old woman as a slave?
Yes.
Oh, well,
She's the most
Look,
powerful
I-
monster of all if she's willing to sacrifice a bone slave to make an explosive cauldron.
alright. This is really weird. I go through this gate, and I end up going through, like, 8 fields before I finally run into a random encounter. This never happens. Where are the random encounters?
Where are the monsters?
Where are
What's
all...
happening? I'm scared.
All this
I'm
smooth
not-
jazz put them to sleep.
This... Oh, motherfucker!
Bulbers! Oh
Oh! Bull bird!
It's
Game is
Chitlin
throwing
coming
me
back
out
for
of my mind.
revenge.
Chitlin has come for his revenge. By the way, these hot beats in the background feature me on vibraphone.
What?
Ladies.
Ladies? Ladies, let me tell you about what a vibraphone is. It's not...
Is it like a xylophone, but you don't call it that because you don't want to be thought of as a tiny baby?
You see, a fibrophone
It is a xylophone made of metal, thank you.
A vibraphone is a instrument you can only enjoy if you blaze more.
It's like when you upgrade from a wooden dildo to an aluminum dildo.
You realize you could have just easily said baseball bat, right?
That wouldn't be half as fun.
What the fuck is... What did they do? What's happening?
You dug a hole.
Okay, so if we
Yes.
walk on any of the wrong squares on this floor, we fall into a hole and have to start it over.
That's stupid.
And here's Gigantus, who
Wow,
loves
yummy
meat.
meat. Yummy.
He's pretty much me while drunk.
Yummy
Yummy meat!
Yummy meat.
This is one of the boss monsters that will not automatically join your party, but if you throw enough meat at them, they can be persuaded.
He's just grinning from ear to ear. He's having a blast.
Yes, we're throwing meat at him, beating the shit out of him. These
guys
He's
are
loving
punching
it.
me and just throwing steaks. This is great.
He's charging up his attack. I'm gonna smash you. Give me more meat. I'm Gigantes.
So let's see if we can get him to dance.
Yes, do the lure dance.
The lure dance is a move that Dance Veggie learns that makes the other monster unable to move because he's dancing.
Just
yeah,
so
I'm slaves to
horrified
the
by
beat.
the dance.
And it worked.
That dance is so disgusting. No, don't make me look at it.
Please stop gyrating, Bullbird. You should not be. I know you're a monster, but you shouldn't exist.
Why are there so many gates in this game that have bullbirds behind them? This game
just-
just wants you to see as many bullbirds as possible before you win it.
I'm just imagining this guy doing, like, the Cameron Diaz dance while just one-handing a turkey leg. Just like sisters are doing it for themselves. He's all making it clap, eating hot wings.
But he does love meat. Unfortunately, we did not give him enough meat, apparently.
Aw,
he
you
get
knocked
no
out Mewtwo.
Gigantes.
I would do anything for meat, but I won't do that.
He won't join our party. What a dick. Could have had an infinite supply of meat had he joined our party, and we would have gotten him laid.
Man,
Oh,
What more
right.
can a man? What more can a man want?
this
in
is the
life?
worst jazz I've ever heard in my life.
Yes, I told you. See, what? Normally, since I'm only using like minute-long clips of the jazz, I don't mind because I'm assuming I'm not gonna get sued. But since this entire video is the smooth jazz, I figured I might as well use the only copyright-free jazz I had available, which was shitty 2009 jazz combo.
That you can barely hear.
As you can barely hear. I might have to crank the audio up a little bit before the video is released.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it if you turn the audio up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I've done that, and I'm disappointed entirely. By
You should
what
be
I'm hearing.
disappointed. I'm telling you, this is not... This is what happens when you go to a crappy... It wasn't even a university. It didn't even have enough accreditations to be a university. That's
It was
how
the
good a school this was.
It's the level followed by the name. I thought this was like a collection of license plates you had or something.
So Jeb
The five-
So Jeb Wrench,
L15 Herc.
Jeb Wrench is gonna get laid with a zombie here, which is I'm sure what he's always wanted.
Go for it, Jeb Wrench. You tap that zombie.
This is one bad Saturday night.
You crack open a cold one, buddy.
Well, at least it probably feels easier with all this smooth jazz playing.
Wait, hold on. So when two monsters bone, they disappear and become an egg?
No, the idea is that they lay an egg and then run off into the wilderness to live happily together forever after.
Oh, so they elope.
So this is their son.
Oh wow, that's
And when I think an ever screaming group of heads, I think this.
that does sound like this.
So
This
cute.
monster is just gonna make weed jokes at you the entire journey.
It is.
Just all like, how's it going, Yar? Just plays.
And since
I
we're
should
breeding
make
some
sense.
monsters together, I get to make this the second most hilarious monster in the game next to Bullbird by breeding Smite with a fairy rat. And I'm sure they'll be a happy couple, but the resulting monster is going to be something to be seen. I'm
Oh,
sure
boy.
Smite will love his son, but I'm sure nobody else will.
Tongela?
Tungela.
Oh, no.
Tongela. The fuck is that?
I'll just say it's the lick-a-tongue of Dragon Warrior monsters.
That doesn't sound that bad.
That's really all you need to know.
No, I'm 110% on board.
Oh god, that thing looks at you no matter which way it's turned.
Yeah,
It's like one of those fucked up statues.
yeah, it's a mad spirit. It's got like 7 heads growing from it, all of which are screaming at all times.
This guy is really into his job.
Yeah. She has a crush on us, but we're 10, so that's kind of creepy.
Oh, that's a lady.
I think it's a lady. I think it's supposed to be a lady.
I thought it was just a very exuberant bard, but maybe I'm just profiling based on his job.
Maybe.
Oh god, she's here too!
This is the worst vibraphone solo I've ever heard in my life.
Suck my dick, KillerEmcee.
You're like a critic MC. Jesus Christ.
What the
I
fuck?
should have named this motherfucker after you, KillerEmcee. No, this, my friends, is Richard Gamingo.
Yes! Domingo lives!
Domingo lives!
And we can get a nice close-up view of him here. You wanna...
The likeness is uncanny! Oh, it's like I'm scare camming right now!
It is. Now that we've got the most
chess.
horrifying team in existence, let's go level up a little bit.
Oh, man. It's bizarre.
Team body horror. We get into a fight. Everyone's just like, oh god, it hurts to look at. Stop, take it away.
What the fuck are you? Were you directed by David Cronenberg? What's wrong with you?
Alright, we leveled them up a little bit, and we can get rid of them just as quickly as we got hold of them, thank God.
Just once, I'd like to see somebody do some leveling up in the form of an 80s montage as opposed to a fade cut.
I can do that in the next video if you want.
Please?
So, I feel really bad for Fang Slime here.
Oh. Thanks, Slime. Don't fuck Richard Gamingo.
Now, what's supposed to... I accidentally did something neat here. When you breed a Fang Slime with a beast, you're supposed to get a unicorn. But apparently Tungela is a special beast and has a special circumstance, because instead you get a Super Ten, which is a monster that I mentioned earlier in the Let's Play as looking like the aliens from Toy Story.
Oh, that's a goofy looking thing.
I have been chosen.
Looks like the voice of dog to me. I don't know.
The claw has taken voice of dog.
It's true.
no.
Look at this motherfucker. This guy knows. This guy
And
knows.
It
that
doesn't
dog.
look anything like the things from Toy Story.
Yeah, that looks like a guy that's having an aneurysm.
That looks like a man who's having an aneurysm.
I'm
His ma-
having a stroke.
His mouth is wider than the rest of his sprite. Even from behind, you can see the
Yeah,
lips.
his mouth is just poking out of his face. Kind of disturbing.
My cheeks are horrendous.
I'd rather pretend that it's voice of dog saying that.
Oh, of course.
One thing you can do now is, once you hit a certain point, you can breed your monsters with other masters' monsters out in the arena. They'll ask you,
What?
You want to breed your monsters
Just
with
fuck
them.
already.
This guy has an Iceman that he wants to breed with somebody, so I'm gonna bring in Big Roost, and Iceman can find out how its firm flesh is good eating.
It's an Iceman.
I can't believe you can prostitute out your monsters.
You can.
Why
And you
don't you
each
get
get
2
an egg?
eggs?
Yes, and we each get an egg in this case. I
They're
get
so fertile.
I get a Blizzardy from this, which is a really good ice phoenix, basically. So I've chosen wisely by breeding his Iceman with a bird. And this is kind of fucked up here. Yeah, that.
What?
Yeah.
Please call the cops.
Want to make the things that follow us around fuck? Is that better?
You wanna breathe?
So naturally, I'll name the monster
monsters.
named after child pornography and let him breed with this drunk ass guy's catfly.
You know
I
what?
think-
My
I
new
think-
pickup line is going to be, let's begin the breeding ceremony.
And then you'll disappear and lay an egg.
Yeah.
And then Bullboard will be born from your anus.
It's just like the creation myth of my people. Canadians, that is. That's how the Earth was formed.
Right.
Johnny Canuck pooped out a monster.
Oh Jesus. Well, let's see what the mirror has to say now. Okay, that was useless.
Woo! Where'd he go? What a strange mirror.
I know no one's quite sure what's going on with this. Let's see how our monsters feel about this.
He just listened to that jazz and he had to get the fuck out. That's what happened.
See, look at voice of dog as a breathe in, breathe out.
Wait, this voice of dog fucking high on crack.
Alright, man, if I'm still feeling like this in half an hour, we're going to the hospital, alright? I don't think I'm coming down.
Fuck you, Dis.
Aw.
Wow,
dare
this
you
is
call
such
me
a drama
inconsiderate.
queen.
He's gonna pout. Oh.
Alright, time for the D-Class Arena battle.
Oh boy. I think we're making progress or
I'm
something.
telling you, KillerEmcee, we are making progress in this game, whether you believe me or not.
I don't know, it seems kind of like we're doing the same thing over
It's,
and over
it's
again.
just that progress seems a little bit samey in this game, is all.
Leads a rumble.
I don't even know which one you're laughing at.
At first it was the bird flower, and now it's that guy on the right. Tendril sack.
You mean the pair who looks like he's trying to seduce you?
Hey, how you doing? Want
It's
some
called
forbidden
Mad
fruit?
Plant, and, yeah. Fortunately, we were able to kill all of those very quickly. See, aren't you guys happy that we've leveled up so much? Because it means that these battles are done quicker.
We can all see God's abominations in only 5-second bursts.
Yep.
Oh, that guy just has a shovel.
It's a mad gopher. And he's
That's
got a
it.
shovel.
Doesn't look anything like a gopher.
I'm just
exactly
being
what
a
a
lazy
gopher
gopher.
Well, he's a dead gopher now, so fuck him. Our favorite! Here's Master Mick. We saw him in the Queen's room earlier.
That's a 5-year-old.
He's 5-year-old, but we were making jokes he was boning the Queen earlier. What? Take your pick. Come on.
Maybe we're the real monsters.
We got double the Cheetos action today.
Maybe we're all that guy in that bar.
How is a knight a catchable monster? Did this kid just go, like, hire someone and be like, no, just pretend you're a monster, it'll be great, just go cut a guy or something?
He actually got that wizard's latest assistant.
She's dressed up in armor. That would explain why she was so easy to kill. So may she rest in peace. Uh-oh. Monster Master Yar, congratulations for surviving.
Survived.
You survived.
Hey,
The
you
king needs you.
survived.
You're a surviving guy.
So hey, plot here, for once.
What? I don't believe you.
So normally we're not allowed to go... We have to go from G-Class to D-Class, and then after that he'll let us do C-Class and above. All the way up to S-Class. But there's a problem. The Traveler's Gate of Anger has a problem.
The room of strength and anger.
That's what I call my bathroom.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's where it's going right now.
Yeah. That's where he lets plays.
I gotta use the room of strength and anger.
Is that back
What
room
is this,
ever?
Falcorn?
Is that ever relevant in the game? That back room he keeps going into? Is that the big plot twist or something?
I already spoiled the plot twist in like
I don't
the first
remember
video.
that. I don't remember.
Here's the plot twist. That room leads to the Metal Man's house. He's the
What?
fucking Metal Man.
What?
I knew it. I knew he was secretly Kenatsu.
So welcome
Terrible.
welcome to the Gate of Anger, where we fight giant slugs.
Those slugs are sick.
Those slugs are drug addicts.
Everyone's a drug addict. Look at Poison Con.
Nah, he looks like he's currently just enjoying it, man.
Yeah. Well, not everyone takes drugs and reacts the same way.
That
Right
is
here,
true.
right here
Yeah,
we have
that's-
the.
That's important, kids. Know your limits when taking crack cocaine.
Okay, Dance Veggie knows a move called Step Guard, which allows you to walk on those poison tiles without getting hurt. It's a very useful move. At some point, you should
Yeah.
probably have a monster that learned it at some point.
It's cool. I like it.
It's a pretty good move. I mean, when you got a giant slug, a poison gun, and a cat fly together, and whatever the hell that is,
That's.
we got all kinds of different. We got
What
all
is
kinds of
that?
different drug reactions.
What's
that is an
purple
eider.
thing?
I'm not actually sure what it's supposed to be. Some sort of octopus eyeball. I don't know.
That guy's shop is in a wildly inconvenient location.
He is.
How has he not gone out of business yet? Does he pay taxes?
Maybe that's why he's out there. Tax evasion shop. I only get like one customer a year, but like, I live off the grid, whatever.
Now, I don't believe in the sovereignty of socialists in charge of the king.
This is a special map right here. It never changes. It's never random. You have to go a specific path to get through it. I had the path memorized, so it was very easy. Hello.
Oh, wow, look at that dancing dragon.
Let's just show up here and kill all this dragon's young.
Oh no, what the fuck, man?
Hey, you get like 330 experience points for killing these motherfuckers. Whoa.
His little indignant
damn.
dance, he's like, you better stop it or I'm not coming down there. I cut that out!
Come on, man. I spent 3 weeks laying those eggs.
Come on, stop
we
killing
can't
my
reach the ones in
young
the back at least. Alright, let's have a word. Oh, this guy's back.
We already killed like half your kids, lady.
Oh. Well, this guy takes care of the rest.
What? That guy's an asshole. No. What a
Are you gonna
jerk.
be like
Fucking
that?
pussy 10-year-old can't even use your fucking swords.
You're
Oh,
no match
well,
for
now
my
she's
Hearts
mad.
of Steel.
Now we're fighting Battle Rex.
Battle Rex.
That is badass.
It's like
Battle
a
Rex
90s
is-
cartoon or something.
Battle Rex is another monster that's often a roadblock. When I was a young one playing this game, Battle Rex was usually my biggest roadblock in the game because I didn't breed enough. And then I bred more and always kicked the shit out of Battle Rex, so it was never a problem. Problem is Battle Rex knows, I think, either Blaze Air or Scorching, which hits all your monsters and hits hard. Yeah, Blaze Air. So if you have weak monsters, this can kill you really fast. But we don't have weak monsters. We have Dis Ooze and the Voice of Dog. The best monsters.
Where's my glorious return?
You are going to be an anteater forever. So to let you know. Yeah, the problem with Battle Rex is she does have a lot of health, and normally when she's using Blaze Air every single turn, you're going to have to be healing every turn. At least somebody, because most of the time you won't have a monster with Heal Us All yet. Heal Us All is it's a magic attack that, well, it does what it says on the fucking box.
Yeah.
It heals us all. Honestly, most of the magic attacks in this game are pretty fucking self-explanatory, so I don't really think I need to explain them at all.
Good
I
job,
think you could probably
Ooswer.
stand to explain Sick Lick, though.
Cyclic, we actually saw Cyclic. Smite was very proficient at the Cyclic.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Cyclic is a move that you lick the opposing monster, which paralyzes them for at least a turn and drops their defense down to 1.
Oh boy.
It's a very useful move. But I rarely use it unless it's Smite. Just because it's funny when Smite does it.
Yeah.
Ooze, why are you not listening to me?
Go Oozeworm, the Voice of Dog. Sounds like a pretty good jazz band name, honestly.
Oozeworm and the Voice of Dog?
Yeah, Oozeworm, the Voice of Dog.
No, that sounds like a really shitty jazz band.
That sounds like a really shitty psychedelic band.
It just sounds like a fucking radio host show.
and you can join us on Thursday nights on KKUZ Radio.
Listens to
Oozeworm, the Voice of
radio
Dog.
at 8. No one listens to radio at 8 o'clock at night.
Nothing but smooth jazz.
It's just the vibraphone for 5
It's just,
hours.
it's just a studio with a vibraphone and a microphone, and Just play long into the night. That would be cool. I wish I could do that for a living instead of making Dragon Warrior Monsters videos for not a living.
God,
So
I wish I had a job.
Unfortunately, we had too many monsters. You can only have 20 at a time in the farm.
No, not Bird. He's a jazz legend.
Still doing his little dragon dance.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thanks for stating the obvious, Waterloo.
Sorry,
Thanks
Bird.
for pardoning genocide, Whataboo.
Oh, what a boo, no. What a boo.
Hey, the end justifies the means.
Here's the King of Dead Tree.
King of Dead Tree.
His cape is smug.
That kingdom sucks ass. I want to be in this kingdom now. Let me be the king here, please.
You got room on that throne? That looks like a love seat to me. Scooch over, let me put my feet up.
I'll even tell this 10-year-old about breeding.
Gross.
No, he'll just ask if we're a street performer.
Go cheer everybody up.
Have you found a master? There's a 10-year-old with a bunch of monsters standing next to you. Don't make a sick mad spirit on you. This will haunt your dreams.
Oh, the track just got all funky.
It did. That means the video's about to end.
That's my yard, good job. It's not a crime to kill a monster.
It's really
No,
not.
I'm the king.
I am a monster, but you can't kill me.
Is that backroom relevant, Oozeworm? Is that
I just told you. Now you're asking questions inside of videos where I've already explained these things to you.
So Oosworm was the king of that tree again?
No, what's happening in this tree? It's
The tree is getting an earthquake.
They can't stand this
On
jazz
occasion,
beat.
the
It's
tree
just
will-
going crazy. Mad jazz beats.
Join us next time.